Hello friends, and welcome to this COVID recovery flow. I'm Heather Hart's Yoga, and I'm going to take you through a very short sequence just to get the body moving, get the breath flowing, and try to feel a little bit more like ourselves. We're going to start in a seated position, nice tall spine. First thing you're going to do is close down the eyes and just find some length through the body. So we've probably spent a lot of our time hunched over, curled up, lying down over our COVID process, the period of being ill with COVID, which is fine, but let's create a bit of space now by sitting lovely and tall. Pull your shoulders back slightly just so you can get some space across the chest and feel your ribs expand as you breathe. Close down your eyes, take a moment for yourself to notice exactly how you're feeling today. And the hardest thing is going to be moving without judgment. What I want you to do, more than focusing on what we can't do and where we're limited because of COVID, instead try to focus on what you can do and how liberating that feels to even be able to move in your body. Take a lovely deep breath in for me. Relax the breath out any way that feels nice, nose or mouth, keeping the eyes closed for a moment just so you can really listen in to how that breath feels. Big breath in. Relax the breath out. And you might notice it feels tighter than normal. You might notice it feels a little restricted. That is completely normal. Don't worry too much. Just breathe where you can. Sometimes a shallow breath can cause panic or anxiety. So breathe deeper, longer, slower, calmer. Inhale. And a slow, steady exhale. Inhale, ribs, chest, back expanding. And softly exhale. Don't force anything, no pain at any point. Just breathe deeper, nice and simply. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Flutter open the eyes. Let's start to add some movement to that breath. Reach the arms high above the head. Stretch out the ribs, stretch the body high, gaze up. Exhale, fold over to the side. Hand comes down, maybe elbow towards the floor. Relax your head here, release your jaw. Take a deep breath. Inhale to reach. And exhale. Inhale to reach back high, fingertips lift you up, lengthen size of the waist. Exhale over to the other side. Remember, don't force or judge anything. Let the head be heavy, the jaw relax, the eyes relax. Inhale, reaching the arms high, one more each side, shorter. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, reaching high, breath up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, reaching up, arms high. We're going to bend the elbows, press the heart forward, squeeze those elbows back together on your exhale. Inhale, reach the arms high, big stretch up. Exhale, clasp the hands round the back, elbows come away from each other as you drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach the arms high, big breath up. Exhale, bend the elbows, heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Inhale, reach the arms high, lifting up. Clasp the hands, elbows out, chin to the chest, round the back. One more, breathing in, think about those ribs and lungs expanding. Exhale, heart forward, nice and gently, nothing forced. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, clasp the hands around the back, chin to chest. Feel those shoulder blades separate in this position. Inhale, reach the arms high above the head. We're going to add a twist. Taking your hand towards your thigh, back hand behind you, resting fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen up tall. And exhale to twist gently over to your back shoulder, maybe even dropping the back ear towards the back shoulder to stretch down the side of the neck. Take another breath in here, gentle twist, nothing forced, just nice and soft. Remember, never doing too much, particularly after we've been ill. Finding a comfortable point and then just breathing into it where you feel a slight stretch. Inhale, reaching the arms high, big stretch up. Over to the other side, hand onto thigh to help press you round, back hand behind, fingertips resting onto the floor. Breathe in to go a little bit taller, create more space. Breathe out to twist over that back shoulder, maybe dropping the back ear towards the back shoulder, stretching down the side of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Good, little faster. Inhale, reach the arms high above the head. Exhale, twist over, back shoulder, gaze back. Inhale, come center, reach high. Exhale, twisting over, hand to thigh, add that pressure. Good, one more each side. Breathe in, even bigger each time we move. Exhale, twisting round. Last one, breathing in, stretching up. Exhale, twisting round. Really nice, guys. Come back to the center. Remove your cushion or block, or if you're sat on anything, to the side. And we're going to come into a child's pose. A lovely place to breathe, setting the knees out wide, hips back, and then just reaching those fingertips out in front of you. We get a lot of tightness through the body and after COVID, so just feel any areas that do feel a bit of tightness, and just, rather than forcing anything, just breathe into it. Relax the head wherever it lands, deepen up the breath. One more breath here, arriving in your body. Try not to let your mind wander off into other places. Just stay focused on your breath, on the mat. Good, then coming up to an all fours pose, hands under shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Good, take a moment to cat-cow here, or move in any way that feels nice. So I'm going to cat-cow, arching through the back, moving into the spine. Exhale, rounding down. These are really lovely, simple yoga movements. All we're doing, inhale, lifting. It's just getting some movement back into our body, hoping that after class, we're going to feel a little bit more ourselves, a little less static and a bit more energized and fluid. And then wriggle yourself around any way that feels lovely. And this doesn't have to be too specific. Just if you feel tighter areas or parts of your body that need a bit more attention and space, just move into them nice and fluidly. Nothing pressure, nothing force. Keep it gentle. Back to that breath if it's shallowed. Don't panic or get upset about it. Instead, just slow it down. Good, from here, we're going to come forward onto our chest. So walk the hands forward and just lower yourself down nice and simply. Prop yourself up onto your elbows, so we're in a sphinx pose. In this sphinx pose, I want you to think space in your lungs. You're going to put a bit of pressure in your lower back, that's okay, make sure it doesn't hurt. If it does hurt, either go lower down or pull your belly in slightly just to support it. The legs are relaxed, it's nice and soft. Lift the gaze just a tiny bit to open the throat, take a deep breath, fully in and fully out. You're exactly where you need to be. Recovery can take time. The easier we are on ourselves, the quicker we will recover. Try not to be too hard on yourself. One more breath in. And breathe out. Good, lower your chest down towards the floor. We're going to take a spinal twist. This can get a bit confusing, so watch carefully. Hands out to the side. Make sure you do have space either side of you. Palms flat down in a T-shaped position. The right foot's going to come up to the glute, and we're going to take that right foot all the way over to the left side. Rest your left ear down towards the floor. Try not to let your head just hang up here. Let it relax, let it be heavy. And that right foot is just behind you. The knee is up if that's okay. Stretching through the left front shoulder and down that left side and adding a nice twist through the spine. Your right arm can come behind your back if you prefer. Otherwise, keep it underneath the right shoulder to support you. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Remember, if it's too much, just come out. Don't go too deep. Just come a little bit further back to center. If you want to make it stronger, hug your right shoulder, your top shoulder back even more. Release the jaw, relax the head. And we're going to take a few breaths. Keep calm. Steady breathing. Take a moment to appreciate your body and everything that it does for you. The fact that it's so amazing and can recover from illness so quickly. Or maybe not so quickly, and that's okay. Give yourself time. The fact that you're moving on the mat today is pretty impressive. All right, roll back to center, releasing out slowly. No quick jolting movements, keep it steady. And onto the other side. So hands out in a T-shaped position, palm flat down. Left foot bends up, left foot across, right ear to the mat, add your twist. Left arm behind, underneath shoulder or maybe behind the back. Soften into your twist. Don't force, just breathe where you land. Big breath, inhale. Exhale. And breathing in. And breathing out. One more deep breath in. And gently de-rotating back onto your stomachs, lying onto your chest for a moment. And then when you feel ready, press back, hips to the heels. Take your child's pose. Again, releasing out the lower back and breathing into the back ribs. Take a nice deep breath. And relax. All right, we're going to come forward back into that all fours pose. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to step our right foot all the way forward outside of that right hand. You might need to come up onto fingertips here or place blocks underneath your hands. We're going to move into our hips softly and gently. Inner thighs, just stretching out as we wriggle around, circular motions if that feels good. Play around with it. Everybody's different. Everybody needs different things. Hip flexor stretching, maybe a bit of the hamstring as you shoot back. And try not to compare or judge to me or anyone else if they were practicing with someone else around you. Give yourself time. I'm going to give you quite a few options from here. You can either stick with this variation, wriggling around here. You could press forward, stretching into the left hip a little bit more. Or you could start to add a rotation, either with the back knee down or the back knee off. It depends on your energy levels and you can always build it up. So keeping the left hand flat down onto the mat or block, we're going to spin up through the right arm, lifting up into the chest and gazing up, breathing into the sides of the ribs. As you exhale, bring your elbow down as low as it can go towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up, feel free to straighten up that back leg, tucking under the back toes, making it stronger. Exhale, roll down towards the thumb. One more, breathing in, lifting up, gaze up. Exhale, rolling down, elbow to thumb. From here, place your hand back down, your back knee down, and then step back into a child's pose. Maybe this time knees together to mix it up a little bit. Relax the head, release the breath. Breathe into your lower back. Kind words to yourself. Make sure you're not being too hard on yourself. Back up to all fours pose. Let's take that on the left. Left foot steps outside of left hand. Low lunge pose. Circling out the hips, bouncing, moving, twisting. What feels good in your hips? A lot of clients are asking for hip movements at the moment with COVID. Getting tightness through the hips is very normal. Breathe deeply. Options, either pressing forward into the hips, or maybe you want to add your twist. Right hand stays down, left arm stays high, goes up, inhale. Exhale, go low, elbow towards the thumb. Feel free to add the lift of the back knee, straightening up the back leg. Inhale, twisting to the sky. Exhale, twisting low, nice and gentle. Again, inhale, twisting high, open the chest, breathe into your lungs. Exhale, going low, elbow towards the thumb. Place the hand down, back knee down, both knees down. Press back into our child's pose. That's Lulu, my dog. You better come and say hi. And release. One more breath here. From here, we're going to tuck under our toes, press our hips high and come into a downward facing dog. Just a couple more poses left. In this downward facing dog, press back through those heels, press through the fingertips, really extending out the sides of the waist. Inversions are good for us, so head underneath hips. It's going to give a nice little shake up to the body, get that blood flowing, get that oxygen flowing. Breathe deeply into the sides of the waist, long breath. Try not to worry too much about what this looks like. You want your hands about shoulder distance, feet about hip distance, but if you're tighter, take them slightly wider. And you can have your knees bent to straighten out the back. You can have them straight if you're more flexible. Again, it doesn't matter too much. Just move in a way that feels nice and nourishing. Then we're going to walk our feet forward to outside of our hands. Little steps all the way forward. Hips are going to go low, chest is going to come up, and we're moving into a yogi squat. Take your time here. You might not come too low. You might be a little bit higher. Try not to worry. Do the best you can. Hands go down, turn the toes in. We're taking a forward fold, bending the knees and relaxing over the legs. Try and compress your thigh onto your belly here. Give your chest a little massage with the thighs. And again, toes turn out, hips go low, lift the chest. Elbows into those thighs to help push out the knees and get into the hips. Exhale, we're folding low, turn the toes in, relax the head down, release the jaw, the neck, breathe into the lower back. Inhale, bring your hips low, last time, chest up, finding your yogi squat. Don't worry what it looks like, heels can be off or down. Exhale, we're folding over and we're just going to hold in this forward fold. So compressing the chest and the lungs a little bit here in the belly, stretching out the backs of the legs. What's quite nice is when you put pressure on an area, when you release out, it feels really good because then all the blood, so everything flows, energy flows there. Take a moment here. You might be more up here, you might even be lower down. It really doesn't matter. We're just moving into that body. We're going to take a roll up and a roll down. So lift the belly first, roll up through the spine, nice and steady, nice and slow. As you get to the top, we're going to take a big stretch up, reach up, lean back, lift, 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 lift. And then come back down, chin to the chest, rolling all the way towards the floor, soft knees, soft knees. From here, we're going to sit down onto our bums. Options, you can sit down like a normal human being using your hands, or maybe see if you can squeeze from your squat pose. Let's see your mobility without a plonk. Squeezing low. We're going to lift the legs wherever you are into a Navasana boat pose. Find that core. Oh, hello core. Where's that been? If this is too much, feet down to the floor, hold onto the backs of the legs. Wherever feels best for you, breathe. Find yourself, find your strength. Don't worry if it's too much, honestly. Take your time to build up. You can repeat this practice a few times. Good, then we're going to send the legs out and down. We're going to reach the arms high above the head, big stretch up. And then we're going to fold over the legs, compressing the front body again and stretching down the back. Breathe into your lower back and your ribs. Calm breath. And we're going to be here for about a minute. The good thing about a video is if you would like to stay for longer, you can always record and you can always pause and repeat these poses as many times as you like. Again, try not to worry too much about what it looks like. Some of us will be more upright and might need the hands behind us to give ourselves a little bit of a push forward. If you're further forward, relax into it. If you're higher up, accept exactly where you are and what your body can do today. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. A few more breaths here. Check in again. How do you feel? How does this feel in your body? How amazing that we're moving and breathing. All right, gently coming out to a seated position. We're going to lay all the way down onto our back now. Feet can be flat or extended out in front of us. Make sure you do have space, and then roll yourself down, either more actively using your core or a little bit more chill, just lay down, no pressure. Once we come down onto the back, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side and rest back the head, relaxing all the way back and down. If this is too much for your inner thighs, just straighten the legs away. That's also a great option. With your arms, I'd like you to bring them in a cactus shape, fingertips spread, elbows out to the side in line with the shoulders, and you want to feel a lovely opening across your chest. So after all those forward folds, it's going to feel good to breathe into the lungs. Close down the eyes. Soften the breath. And just take another moment for yourself. So a healing breath. When we're calm and more relaxed, our body has more opportunity to heal and mend in areas that it needs. Less stress, more chill. And then from here, just extend your legs away if they're not already. About mat distance, let them fully extend and relax out. And then bring hand to heart, hand to stomach, close down the eyes. And I'd love for you to visualize a bright white light shining through your entire body, running up from your feet into your calves. This is a healing white light into the thighs, up into the stomach, mending every cell that it comes across, into the chest where it might need to do a little bit extra work. Bright, vibrant light shining out through the heart, the chest and the shoulders. The arms are beaming this white light out through your fingertips. The eyes are closed, but the face is beaming out this white light all the way out through the top of the head. And just visualize for a moment your body in full health. How does that feel to be healthy, to feel energized? Take a moment to appreciate everything that your body does and everything that it can do today. Take a big breath in with this bright light beaming out. Hold that breath for a moment. Hold with that high energy. And exhale to release and relax. Stay here for a few moments of relaxation. You can let your breath just return to a more normal breath. Take a moment to be proud of yourself for moving and breathing in a nourishing way and actively choosing healing. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice. As I said, repeat as and when. You can always make it stronger each time you do it, the stronger that you're feeling. Have an amazing day and namaste.